What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Talking Jets with Tigo, and today we're going to be going over the good, bad, ugly, and great things that came from the Denver Broncos game this past Sunday.
Inside, and a beauty! Hall running free! Brees Hall inside the 10! He's gonna score!
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Talking Jets with Tigo. My name is Tigo, and today we're going to be going over the good, bad, ugly, and great things that we saw from the New York Jets game against the Denver Broncos. But guys, before we hop into that, a couple of announcements. First of all, if you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do. Helps the channel grow, and I'm trying to hit 2,000 subscribers before the bye week, and that's a lot of subscribers, and I know that's a big task, but I think that we can do it. Also, if you like the content, leave a like. Really helps us beat out the YouTube algorithm and move and share this video with other people. But most importantly, guys, get into the comment section. The comment section is going insane. I would try to respond to every single comment left on every single video. And if the energy is a little bit down today, guys, I am actually kind of sick. So trying to still pump out the content, but bear with me, still reeling from the sickness that we had from yesterday and yesterday's live stream. It's just hitting me a little bit harder. Got a fever, not feeling too great, but let's hop right into today's video. I had a hard time with today's video. You know, I like making this video after I watch the game the second time to walk away, you know, with my good, bad, ugly, and great things, because I think a second set of eyes really opens up what's going on in the game, and you see things that you missed in the moment, and you can rewind and watch plays and watch and analyze different players. And this game was really one of the harder games for me to evaluate, because there was so much great and there was so much ugly, and then there was like everything in between, that it really became difficult narrowing it down to just two things in each category. But here's my best attempt. I think the two good things that I saw were Greg the Leg and Braden Mann. I didn't want to just do special teams as a single individual good thing, because I think both of these guys deserve credit for what they were able to do this game. Braden Mann was used a lot today. On Sunday. He had 8 kicks, and he averaged a 55-yard kick every single time. And in key moments, he was able to pin the ball right at the end zone and really like control the field position battle, which I think really helped. And I think the craziest thing was he had a 72-yard punt. Absolutely insane. And in those wind conditions and all of that, absolutely love what we saw from Braden Mann. And it's a good turnaround, because at the beginning of the season, everyone wanted Braden Mann gone, and he's earned his way back into our hearts and earned his way back onto this team and is a serious contributor for this team. You'll love to see that. But another good thing, obviously, is Greg the Leg. He went 4 for 4, 3 field goals, and an extra point. He accounted for 10 of our 16 points. Without Greg the Leg, we don't win that game, because Braden McManus, the Denver kicker, missed a field goal and an extra point, and that's 4 points that were left on the board. And if you take away Brees Hall's touchdown, right, which we were really lucky that we were able to get that touchdown with Brees, that's a tied game at 9-9, and if he makes those kicks, they're winning that game at that point. You know, it's an interesting way to look at it, but at home, McManus wasn't able to make those kicks, but Greg the Leg was able to travel, make those kicks in those wind conditions. Especially, there was one kick, I don't remember which one it was, but like you could hear it from the announcers. They were like, the wind just picked up in the last 30 seconds, and he put it right up the middle every single time. You got to give some respect for Greg the Leg and Braden Mann. Let's talk about what was bad in this game. Obviously, I had to go the offensive line. The offensive line could not keep Zach clean, and my second bad was Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson got his happy feet and wasn't helping his O-line keep him clean. It was bad all the way around when it came to Zach and the offensive line, and they need to get better moving forward. You know, we don't have a couple of the guys that were really important to this football team, and if Zach keeps playing the way that he played against Denver, which again was an elite defense, but that's not an excuse. You shouldn't look that bad. But also this offensive line, I get it, it's an elite defense, but you still shouldn't look this bad. Neither one of these guys helped one another at all. They were probably responsible for each other's bad plays, but there's a lot of times where it's just like, what is this O-line doing? What is Zach doing? What are they both doing? And so they both got to get better, especially with these games coming up. Moving on to the two ugly things, and I think you got to start with the penalties and the refs. The refs were calling some absolutely horrendous penalties. And that's not to try to take away from the fact that the New York Jets had 11 penalties, which is still way too many. But there was like at least 5 where it was just the refs trying to make Denver a good team and the Jets a bad team. Like it was like the NFL paid them to be like, obviously they paid them, but I mean like gave them bonuses, like if like, hey, if you can get Denver to win this game so that Denver can be relevant, because we need Russ to be able to, and the Denver Broncos to be relevant, that'd be great. And the New York Jets winning isn't great for us. Like it was just bad all around from the referees. And then the other second thing that's super, super ugly was injuries everywhere on offense. Corey Davis goes down, Breece Hall and Elijah Vera-Tucker go down, and then we find out later that they're gone for the year. Obviously, we've traded for James Robinson now, and that helps alleviate that, but I'd rather not have to trade for a running back when we have an elite running back. And unfortunately, these guys are both out for the season, but we'll see them next year. And whether or not we want to believe it, this team's gotten better, not in the short term, but in the long term with getting James Robinson. He will help this team long term, either with signing with someone else and we get a compensatory pick, which is always great, or we re-sign him and keep him on this team. And we have one of the scariest 1, 2, 3-headed monsters in the NFL in the running back room. Now let's talk about the great thing, and I think you guys all would have guessed it. There's only 2 players and 2 places where you can say that we were absolutely out of this world good, and these are the 2 best players, not just in their position in the NFL, but probably on our football team on defense. No disrespect to Quinnen, but in that Denver Bronco games, we won this game because of these 2 guys and how elite they were on defense. You guessed it, Sauce Gardner and DJ Reed. Let's start with the lesser, right? And I can't believe I'm saying that because he was still awesome in DJ Reed. 8 total tackles, 7 of them being solo tackles, and 3 passes defended. Absolutely insane. And then let's talk about Sauce Gardner, who was absolutely insane as well. 10 total tackles, 9 of them being solo tackles, and also had 3 passes defended. Depending on where you look, Sauce Gardner is leading the league or tied for the first with passes defended with 12 or 11, depending on where you look. I'm going to go with the 12 pass breakups because I want Sauce to hold it by himself. Sauce Gardner is an elite cornerback, and I've talked about this before, and I'm going to keep talking about it. Sauce Gardner is an elite cornerback and arguably probably one of the best corners in the NFL, probably the best. And DJ Reed is in that same conversation with Sauce Gardner. DJ Reed, and I'm going to keep saying it until it's not true, and it's never not going to be true, so I'm never going to stop saying it. Sauce Gardner might DJ Reed might legitimately be the biggest steal in free agency ever. Period. Hands down. It's not even close. That's absolutely crazy that we were able to get a guy that's this young and this good, and nobody, and I mean nobody, really wanted him to come be CB1 for their football team. Out of this world good. Guys, let me know in the comment section below what you think about this. My good, my bad, my ugly, my great. What do you think the Jets did good, bad, ugly, and great? Last but not least, go Jets.